Children, this is Ipshita Gangopadhyay, teacher from Trinity International School. Students, today we will learn a new chapter, that is Push and Pull. Chapter number 11, Push and Pull. So now from the words itself, you can already have the idea that this push and pull are the opposite words, isn't it? So push means and pull means, pushing means you have to push the things, that is you have to move the things away from you, okay? And pull means you have to move the things towards you, okay? So push and pull, these two activities you are doing every day. आप हर एक काम में ये दोनों चीज आप रोज करते हो, push या pull. Okay, so if you look to any activity in your day-to-day life, you do all this two activity, push and pull. कोई चीज को आप अपने से दूर करते हो और कोई चीज को आप अपने से अपने पास खींचते हो, ठीक है? तो let us see different examples. Now first, push. Push means to move the object that is there and you have to move it away from you. So if you see the example, we push the pedals of the bicycle to move it forward. Now as you have to pedal the bicycle, what you are doing? You have to push it. आप उसको जोर से आप उसे push करते हो so that the cycle start moving. Okay? Then when you are kicking the ball, आप जब फुटबॉल को या क्रिकेट बॉल को by the help of your bat and football by the help of your leg, when you are kicking it or when you are striking it, that time what happens? You are pushing the ball away from you. तो आप जब भी फुटबॉल को आप इमेजिन कीजिए, आप फुटबॉल को आप किक कर रहे हो तो क्या करते हो? आप पैर से उसे यू आर मूविंग इट अवे फ्रॉम यू, है ना? आप उसे दूर उसे किक करते हो, दूर, है ना? और जो क्रिकेट बॉल है वो भी आप अपने बैट से उसे दूर के तरफ ही, अपने से दूर उसे करते हो, ठीक है? फिर when you push the door forward to close it, then sometimes you have to push the door, okay? That time you also do what? You are moving away the door from you, okay? Then whenever you are walking on the ground, आप जैसे चलते हो उस समय भी आप क्या करते हो? आपके जो फीट्स रहते हैं वो हमेशा ग्राउंड को पुश करते हैं, है ना? उसे पुश करते हैं मतलब दूर के तरफ करते हैं, क्योंकि इससे क्या होगा? आपको ग्रिप मिलता है, ठीक है, चलने के लिए. देन वी राइट ऑन द पेपर बाय पुशिंग अ पेन और पेंसिल. तो पेन और पेंसिल को जब आप हाथ में लेते हो तो उससे क्या करते हो? आप दबोते हो, है ना? पेन और पेपर की तरफ उसे दबोते हो, सो दैट इट इज writing, isn't it? If you want to write, then you are pushing or pushing the pen or the pencil so that you can write on the paper easily. Then again, if you want to knead dough for chapatis, तो आपको यदि चपाती बनाने के लिए डो बनाना पड़ता है तो that time also you have to push the dough, okay? Then sometimes you need to squeeze the thing. Squeeze means इसे निचोड़ना पड़ता है. That also what you do? You are against you, okay? So pushing means always the thing or the act that makes the object move away from you. So whenever you are acting as a act which helps you to move the object away from you, that activity is called as the pushing activity. And whenever you are pushing something, you need a फोर्स. ओके, तो आप कभी भी कोई भी एक्टिविटी करने जाते हो, तो कोई भी चीज़ को आपको मूव करना होता है, तो यू नीड अ फोर्स. ओके, यू नीड अ force, that is the push or the pull that acts on an object. So you need a force to push the object. So if you see the activities over here, you can see the bicycle. Here is the bicycle where the pedals are pushed so that the bicycle can move. Here also you can see that the boy is kicking this ball and he is making the ball away from him, isn't it? So ball is away from him and he is kicking it. That means he is pushing the ball. So these are the activities which reflect the action push. Okay, now we will move to another word, that is pull. So pull is the word where you can find that the objects which are moving is moving towards you. So whenever the object moving comes towards you, by applying the force, this type of action is called as the pull action. So pull action में क्या होता है? All the things come near to you. Okay, and push action में क्या होता है? All the things go away from you. So if you see, whenever you pull the door, आपको door usually you have to pull it. That time you need to take the door or window towards you. Okay, now if you want to pull the door of a cupboard, आपको जो आपके कबर्ड है उसके जो डोर्स को खोलने होते हैं वो हमेशा कैसे खुलते हैं? वो आपके तरफ खुलते हैं, है ना? So that is your pulling. So as you pull the door, the doors come near to you. Then if you pull the shoelaces to remove your shoes, so as you observe your shoelaces, that time if you pull the shoelaces and then you can remove your shoes. Okay, then whenever there is tug of war, the two teams always pull the rope. आपने टग ऑफ वॉर देखा होगा, वो रस्सी के आर पार दो टीम्स खड़े होते हैं एंड दैट टाइम दे आर पुलिंग इट टूवर्ड्स देम. वो जो रस्सी रहता है, वो जो रोप रहता है, उनको क्या करते हैं? वो अपनी तरफ खींचते हैं, है ना? सो दैट द अदर टीम मेंबर्स कम टू देम, है ना? तो वो टाइम पे भी दे आर पुलिंग द rope. Then whenever you are stretching an elastic band, rubber band या elastic band को आप जब stretch करते हो, that time also if you want to pull it long, if you want to make it longer, then you have to do the pull action. Okay, then bullock cart also pull the cart to move it. तो ये जो bullock cart आप देख रहे हैं, ये bullocks क्या करते हैं? वो अपने जो गाड़ी है उसे अपने ये जो यहाँ पे रोप रहता है उससे वो उसे खींचता है अपनी तरफ. दे आर पुलिंग इट. ओके, नाउ यू कैन सी द पिक्चर्स ओवर हियर. दिस child is stretching the rubber band, so he is pulling it towards himself. And here also you can see the bullocks are pulling the cart so that the cart can move. Okay, so pull and push are the two opposite action, but both the action needs force. तो ये जो pull और push action है, इनके लिए आपको force is necessary so that this action can be fulfilled. Okay, so that you can move the objects. Now here also you can see that the force, this man is pushing his cart, isn't it? He is pushing this cart so that the cart can move. So as he is pushing the cart, he is applying the force. Okay, he is applying the force to move the cart. Now here also you can see that these two boys, they are either stopping the ball or they are slowing down the speed of the moving object. Okay, so they are also applying some force so that the ball can stop or slow down. So a force is a push or pull that acts on an object when it comes in contact with another object. So a force is a pull or push which acts on the object and that makes the object move. Okay, so this is the explanation of the words force, push and pull. So now you have some examples over here. So writing on a paper by pen is an example of push or pull. क्या करते हो आप पेन को? You are pushing the pen in to write on the paper. आप ऐसे लिखते हो ना, तो that is pushing and not pulling. तो पुशिंग में कैसे रहता है, आप ऐसे फोर्स डालते हो, पुलिंग में इस तरह का फोर्स डालते हो. देन बुलक कार्ट moving because of bullock is an example of push or pull, that is pull. Okay, because it is moving like this. Then inserting thumb pin on the notice board is an example of push or pull. So inserting a pin, that also you have to do like this, so that is also a push method. Okay, so as you are doing the pins like this, you pin the things on the notice board, you are doing this type of activity like your pen, so that is also your push method. Now in this chart I have given how the force helps the object. Okay, so you know that when the force is applied, then only the object moves when it is in the state of rest, or it stops when it is moving. Okay, so what are the things what force can do? Okay, so it can move the object. Okay, now if it is moving, if the object is moving, then it can stop the movement, or it can also change the speed of the moving object. So here you have the example given in your book. So let us see the picture. Now you can see that force helps the object to move. So this is the example of first. this ये movement का example है. फिर to stop or change the speed of moving object, here you can see as the football is moving, so these two children, they are either stopping this ball or they are slowing down the speed of the moving ball. Now third one is it changed the direction of moving object. Now if you look at this picture, here the ball is coming from this direction, isn't it? And now this boy is having his racket in his hand and he is just making the ball go to different direction. Okay, so force is changing the direction of moving object. And next one, the force is changing the shape and size of an object. Now if you look to this lemon, okay, lemon piece, so what this is done is when this lemon is squeezed, जैसे ही लेमन को स्क्वीज किया गया, तो what happens, it changes the shape and size. Okay, as we squeeze the lemon, the shape of the lemon and the size of the lemon changes. So force can change the shape and size of an object. So these are the different things what the force can help. It helps the object to move. It helps the object to stop or change the speed when it is in motion. And then it can also change the direction of the moving object, and also it can change the shape and size of an object. So remember all these points. Now we will learn about the different types of forces. So there are 4 types of forces that is given in your textbook. One is your muscular force, second is your gravitational force, third is magnetic force, and fourth is frictional force. So we will just see the forces one by one. Now the first type of force is muscular force. So from the word itself, muscular word से आपको क्या पता चलता है कि it may be related with the muscles, isn't it? So force applied by the muscles of human body like arms or legs to do work. Okay, so to do a work, a force is applied by the muscles of a human body. तो क्या होता है, एक काम करने के लिए जब हमें फोर्स लगाना पड़ता है, और वो फोर्स कैसे लगाते हैं, यूजिंग आवर मसल्स. ओके, सो दैट टाइप ऑफ फोर्स इज कॉल्ड एज मस्कुलर फोर्स. सो एग्जाम्पल यू कैन सी किकिंग अ बॉल. सो एज वी आर किकिंग ए बॉल, वी आर यूजिंग द मसल्स ऑफ आवर लेग. तो जैसे हम किक करते बॉल को, तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम हमारे लेग के मसल्स का हेल्प लेते हैं. फिर पुशिंग अ डोर, वी आर यूजिंग द मसल्स ऑफ अवर हैंड टू पुश अ डोर. Now if you look to this picture, you can see this girl is lifting the bag. So this is also the muscular force because she is using her hand muscles or arm muscles to lift the bag. So you have so many examples of muscular force. तो muscular force क्या होता है, जो force हम मसल्स को यूज़ कर और काम करते हैं, उस फोर्स को हम मस्कुलर फोर्स कहते हैं. नाउ यू हैव डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एक्टिविटीज लाइक लिफ्टिंग अ स्कूल बैग, किकिंग ए फुटबॉल, पुशिंग अ डोर, कैरिंग थिंग्स इन योर हैंड्स. दिस ऑल वी यूज मस्कुलर फोर्स. ओके, now the next important type of force is gravitational force. Now this gravitational force is the force of gravity that you witness in nature. Okay, so force that pulls down every object towards the center of the earth is called the gravitational force. So anything, whatever is there in our universe, everything is pulled down by the फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी. ओके, तो आपने ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स के बारे में ऑलरेडी पढ़ा होगा कि ये एक फोर्स है जो नेचर में एग्जिस्ट करता है, और इस फोर्स के लिए हम हमेशा क्या होता है, हम वी आर ऑलवेज एवरीथिंग इज हेल्ड ऑन द अर्थ बाय दिस ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स. सो एज वी आर स्टैंडिंग, we are responsible for standing, and that is because of gravitational force. Okay, so force that pulls down everything towards the center of the earth is your gravitational force. So if you are throwing a ball, now if you can look to this picture, this boy is throwing a ball. So as he is throwing it away from the earth, then also due to force of gravity, this ball is again coming down towards the earth. So this is because of the gravitational force. So Sir Isaac Newton was the first person who discovered the gravitational force. तो इनका आपको स्टोरी पता होगा कि he was sitting under an apple tree and he found that the apples were coming down. So he suddenly had a thought that why these apples are coming down, why they are not going up. So with this concept, he has discovered the gravitational force. Okay, so you can see that plants, animals, building, monuments, everything on the earth are held by gravity. So nothing that is plant, animals, buildings, they are not floating, isn't it? They are on the earth, and because of this gravity they are held. Okay, so this is called as the gravitational force. The third type of force is a magnetic force. So again, from the name itself you can know that it is the force that is exerted by a magnet that pulls certain materials like iron, cobalt and nickel towards itself. Okay, so this magnet, ये जो magnet है ये usually either it is a piece of iron, कोबाल्ट और निकल, ये मैग्नेट जो है ये जो आयन, कोबाल्ट और निकल मेटल्स है इनमें से ही बने होते हैं. ठीक है, तो इनमें से ही बने होते हैं ये मैग्नेट. सो रिमेंबर द मैग्नेट इज अ पीस ऑफ मेटल which is of either of iron, cobalt or nickel. Now when this piece is attracting the other substances, जैसे ही ये मैग्नेट दूसरे सब्सटेंस को अट्रैक्ट करेगा एंड दीज सब्सटेंसेस शुड बी मेड अप ऑफ अगेन ऑफ आयरन, कोबाल्ट एंड निकल. सो ये जो मैग्नेट जो पीस है ये उसी ऑब्जेक्ट्स को वो अट्रैक्ट करता है जो अगेन दिस आयरन, कोबाल्ट और निकल से ही बना होता है. ओके, सो दिस टाइप ऑफ फोर्स exerted by a magnet to attract the materials made up of iron, cobalt and nickel, and this force is called as the magnetic force. Okay, so let us see the diagram. देखिए, now you can see this type of horseshoe magnet. तो ये magnet is made up of either of iron, cobalt और nickel. ओके, कोई भी एक मेटल का ये पीस है. नाउ वेन एवर इट इज अट्रैक्टिंग इट विल अट्रैक्ट द पीस ऑफ आयरन, piece of cobalt or piece of nickel. Okay, so if you have been given with a bowl where it contains plastic pieces, paper and iron nails, it only attracts the iron nails, leaving behind all the other material. तो एक बोल में यदि आपने प्लास्टिक लिया है, देन पेपर के पीसेस लिए हैं, आयरन पिंस लिए हैं, तो आप जब ये मैग्नेट के पीस को उनके क्लोज बाय लेके आओगे तब आप देखोगे कि जो भी मैग्नेटिक पिंस है वो इसमें अट्रैक्ट हो जाएंगे और बाकी के जो प्लास्टिक और पेपर के पीसेस हैं वो वैसे ही लेफ्ट बिहाइंड हो जाएंगे. ओके, सो द फोर्स इज that is exerted by a magnet and that pulls materials like nickel, cobalt and nickel towards itself is called as the magnetic force. Okay, and this magnets have two poles, दो poles होते हैं, that is north pole and south pole. Okay, so details of this magnet you will study in your higher classes. So just remember that magnetic force is the force that is exerted by a magnet. Now the last and the fourth type of force is frictional force. Now frictional force is the force exerted by a surface when an object moves across it. The frictional force slows or stops the movement of an object on some surfaces. Now, फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स क्या होता है? जब कोई ऑब्जेक्ट मूव होता है, ठीक है, तो कोई ऑब्जेक्ट मूव होता है तो जब भी उस ऑब्जेक्ट को हम स्लो डाउन या स्टॉप करने के लिए जब हम ऑपोजिट एक फोर्स लगाते हैं वो फोर्स को हम क्या कहते हैं? फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स. ओके, सपोज वी आर जस्ट मूविंग दिस पेन. ओके, नाउ सी दिस पेन इज मूविंग. नाउ व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग अ फोर्स. ओके, ये जो अपोजिट डायरेक्शन से मैंने, ये कहाँ जा रहा था? इस तरफ जा रहा था, है ना. तो मैंने क्या किया, यहाँ से एक फोर्स मैंने ऐसे इसको यहाँ से एक फोर्स मैंने डाल दिया. तो व्हाट हैपेंड? The movement of this object stopped, isn't it? Or as you are just stopping it, this will slowly move or it will just slow down its movement. Okay, so frictional force is always acting opposite to the moving force. Okay, so force exerted by a surface when an object moves across it is called as frictional force. It slows or stops the movement of an object on some same surface. Okay, now frictional force is necessary. Why frictional force is necessary? Because it gives us the grip. मीन्स कैसे होता है, हम यदि चलते हैं तो सडनली वी वांट टू स्टॉप, देन व्हाट हैपेंस कि वी नीड सम अपोजिट फोर्स टू स्टॉप, इजंट इट? तो जब अपोजिट फोर्स हमारे इसमें एक्ट करता है तो स्पीड में, तो दैट टाइम व्हाट हैपेंस, स्लोली आवर स्पीड स्लोज डाउन एंड देन द ऑब्जेक्ट स्टॉप्स इट्स मूवमेंट. तो जैसे आप देखते हो कि बस वगैरह जब हमारे मूविंग बसेस होते हैं, ठीक है, तो ड्राइवर जब ब्रेक लगाता है तो क्या होता है, जब ड्राइवर ब्रेक लगाता है, सडनली जब ब्रेक लगाता है तो आपको एक झटका महसूस होता है ना? तो दैट इज योर सडन अपोजिट फोर्स इज देयर, दैट इज व्हाई यू हैव अ जर्क. बट यदि स्टॉप आता होगा तो क्या होता है, तो ड्राइवर को पता होता है कि अभी स्टॉप आने वाला है, तो वो क्या करता है, अपने स्पीड को स्लो कर देता है ना? तो जो मूविंग स्पीड था उससे क्या होता है, जैसे वो ब्रेक धीरे धीरे लगाता है तो उसका स्पीड मूवमेंट जो है वो धीरे धीरे स्लो डाउन हो जाता है और देन इट स्टॉप्स. एंड एज इट स्टॉप्स यू डोंट गेट एनी jerking because the opposite force acting on the moving bus is slowly it is acting on it. Okay, so frictional force is always necessary to stop the movement or getting the grip. फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स नहीं रहेगा तो कोई भी व्हीकल जो स्टार्ट होगा, मूव होगा, वो कभी स्टॉप नहीं होगा, और जो स्टॉप होगा वो कभी मूव नहीं होगा. ओके, सो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इज नेसेसरी and it acts always, you know that it acts on the opposite and it can be also experienced on a rough surface as well as a smooth surface. ठीक है, तो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स जो है वो आपका स्मूथ सरफेस और रफ सरफेस दोनों में ही एक्ट करता है, लेकिन फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इज मोर एक्टिंग ऑन रफ सरफेस. तो आप देखते हो कि स्मूथ, जब भी कोई सरफेस स्मूथ होता है तो क्या होता है, आप जल्दी से स्लिप हो जाते हैं. क्यों स्लिप हो जाते हैं? क्योंकि आपका फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स कम होता है. लेकिन जैसे ही आप रफ सरफेस पे चलते हो तो आपका फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स ज़्यादा होता है, इसीलिए आप स्लिप कम होते हैं. Okay, so frictional force is the force exerted by surface when an object moves across it. So let us see a picture. Now see, this man is pulling a object that is placed on a smooth surface. Smooth surface में इस iron ball को रखा गया है. Okay, so he needs less force. He needs less force to pull it. तो देखिए, इसका आपको इसके बॉडी लैंग्वेज से ही पता चल रहा है कि ही इज गिविंग लेस फोर्स टू पुल इट. नाउ इफ यू ऑब्जर्व दिस पिक्चर हियर, दिस ऑब्जेक्ट इज केप्ट ऑन ए रफ सरफेस. इसे रफ सरफेस के ऊपर रखा गया है. नाउ फ्रॉम द बॉडी लैंग्वेज ऑफ दिस मैन यू कैन सी दैट ही इज रिक्वायरिंग मोर फोर्स to pull this object because it is placed on a rough surface and that is why the frictional force is more. ऑपोजिट फोर्स ज़्यादा है, इसीलिए इसको मूव करने को टाइम लग रहा है. लेकिन यहाँ स्मूथ सरफेस में फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इज लेस, दैट इज वाई ही रिक्वायर्स लेस फोर्स टू पुल इट. Okay, so friction is as important as it is providing us the grip that is necessary for walking on the ground, as our feet and the ground are in contact. Without friction we would slip or fall on the ground. So we always need a opposite force acting on us so that we can avoid slipping or falling. So in this chapter we have learnt about the concept of push, with various types of example. Then we have learned about pull, that is to move the object towards us, and push is to move the object away from us. So we have also learned various examples and we have learned the concept. Then we have also learned about force, that is a pull or push needed to move an object. Then we have also learned about different types of force, that is muscular, gravitational, magnetic and frictional. So these all things we have learned in this chapter number 11, push and pull. So just go through the chapter, read it, and then learn all the definition whatever is given to you, and just look for the different spellings of the new words and go for the exercises. Thank you.